Isn't that a great shot, everybody? We're at the desert habitat of the North Carolina Zoo for today's Zoo Adventures. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing great today. We wanted to introduce you to Kelly. Kelly is a saguaro cactus. She's in her maybe mid to late 20s, full of water. She might weigh...
Steve.
Yeah?
Didn't you get the email?
About Kelly in the desert.
Yes.
So let's talk about Kelly.
Kelly is not a cactus, Steve.
But we're in the desert.
Yes.
Pointy, you said there's something about points and be sharp or something like that?
Yeah.
Have you ever touched a cactus?
No, one, don't touch the cactus. And two, can you call Keeper Cat on the radio, please, and bring Kelly out here?
Oh, the other.
The other Kelly.
Yeah, I will. Guys, you're going to see me in my mask sometimes today. We are in the dome. So right now, there's nobody around us, so I had the mask off so you guys could hear and see very clear what's going on. I will be in a mask from time to time, and we'll explain a little bit what's going to happen once we call Kelly, or Cat. Education Durkin to keep her flossing. We and our digital guests are ready to meet Kelly if you're ready.
Stand forward, we're ready.
Fantastic. Thanks, Kat. Jerking clear.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Alrighty, guys. So again, we're in the desert habitat of the North Carolina Zoo. Look at this!
This is Kelly, everybody! Woo, hey there. Talk about up close and personal, right?
Kelly does not care what's going on. Kat is saying Kelly doesn't care. Oops, am I in the way, Kelly? No. Whoops.
You're gonna see a lot of our ankles today, guys. You'll be able to check out our shoe fashion sense.
So to kind of give you an idea, guys, Kelly is the porcupine, by the way. Kat Clausen is our keeper. Kelly just turned 15 years old earlier this week. June 2nd is Kelly's birthday.
She had a birthday.
Just turned 15.
Is it June a Cancer sign?
That I don't know.
So I think for our...
So Kelly's just out for a walk in the desert habitat, by the way. This is all about enrichment and letting Kelly kind of be who she is.
She is trucking it today, Steve.
She's cooking. They are one of the largest rodents in the world. The third largest, as a matter of fact. Only capybaras and beavers are bigger than the Cape porcupine. What a great shot. Those things in front of her, those hairs, those are not the quills you guys might be familiar with. Oh, you see Kat using that little target pole. You guys, she is so quick. The target pole keeps Kelly moving. Kelly knows to go to that point. You can see how well she's working with Kat. She hears it, she puts her nose on it, she gets a reward.
She eats snacks as fast as I do, Steve.
She likes shoes? Kat says she likes shoes, likes smelling shoes. Nice, look at that.
So we've got rattle in here. We can't see very well, but her eyesight's not the greatest, so kind of just here where it is.
Okay.
So Keeper Cat, you probably can't hear her. She has to wear a mask and pay attention to the animal with all the sharp quills. She is letting us know that you can hear the rattle inside that buoy or that target stick because her eyesight, with her old age, is not as great as it was. So now she can hear that target stick on top of maybe being able to see it just a little bit.
Yep. So you're going to hear Wendy being the voice of Kat a few times today.
And we both are talking through masks, so we are trying to make sure we talk clearly. But we want to keep Kelly safe
and not eating the plant.
Kat is telling us that she is trying to keep Kelly from eating the plants because our horticulture staff likes the plants just as much as we like the animals. So her goal is to try not to eat all the plants.
The keeper Allison coming by too. Although the zoo is not open, not yet, the plan is in place for when we get the go-ahead. We are still, all the keepers are still working hard. Closed but still caring is the North Carolina Zoo. Looks like Kat gave Kelly a little bit of a puzzle feeder kind of thing. You see there's peanuts in it, and Kelly knows to roll it around to knock those peanuts out. Wendy, you had a hand up?
Yeah, we had a question. What is the porcupine's best sense?
They sense the smell. So it's a fantastic sense of smell. She's got a really big nose, and what she does with that ball when she pushes it, that's what they do in the wild. They dig and push the dirt with their nose, because she's looking for things like potatoes.
Yep.
And that's her favorite.
Gotcha.
So Keeper Kat said if you look at that nose on her face, that is her best sense of smell, is her best sense. So in the wild, what she's doing here with this ball is actually a natural behavior. So in the wild, she's going to be pushing logs and rocks and sticks out of the way to find food under those objects. So by her doing that behavior with that enrichment ball, she's doing the same behavior she would in the wild, except finding peanuts instead of maybe a potato.
So if she's eating plants, if she's eating tubers, that's what she's digging for, roots and bulbs and things like that. What kind of vor is she? What kind of eater is she? Oh, she went right past one. She's like, where is it going? Is she a carnivore? No, you guys know. That don't even need to ask that question anymore, I don't think. You guys know. She's an herbivore. She's eating only the plant material. But she's digging for a lot of it. She has very sharp and strong claws. Check this out. This is the skull. This is a replica of the porcupine. And those front teeth should give it away as to what kind of animal she is. If those teeth are always growing and she has to cut them back on her own, she might actually gnaw on bones and other things to cut these teeth back. What kind of animals in general have to gnaw on things to keep their teeth cut back? Are those the rodents that have to do that? So again, she's the third largest species of rodent in the world. Only beavers and capybaras are bigger. So essentially, she's a big old squirrel.
A lot of people are answering rodents.
Nice job. A lot of the training that Kelly does is to help her with her vet world, help her in medical world. So Kat and Kelly work close together to make sure that we can maintain her health. You can see that she's very good on the target. And I know, and Kat was telling us that she actually uses that target for a variety of things, to kind of move her around, just like that. She does have some teeth issues.
That does come with age.
That's exactly right. She's a 15-year-old porcupine. So with that age, there does come some challenges. Looks like she's eating a banana right now. But one of her incisors, one of her long front teeth, is broken off. She's in the lower right, upper right? Upper right. So this tooth in Kelly has broken off. As a rodent, those teeth are always growing. She can't just remove it. So they have to make sure that they do some really good work to make sure this doesn't get infected. One of the things that Kat has trained Kelly to do is a mouth rinse. Let me say it again. A mouth rinse. Right? Oops. So they're doing that to make sure they get any of the bacteria and stuff out of that tooth.
And they do that every day, right, Steve?
It's a daily routine. It helps with other things as well.
We just had an angry burrowing owl just yell at Kelly to get away from her burrow. That burrowing owl was not happy. Let me see if I can show you the angry burrowing owl right there. Very angry owl right now. Cat says that owl's always angry.
It's awesome to be inside the habitat here. This is really cool. So other medical things that have been trained, she can actually get on a scale as well. So they can get a weight on her. So we know that she's about 40 pounds. So that fancy, for the fancy people out there, that's about 18 kilograms. We were teasing Kat the other day because we got stuff on kilograms and metrics the other day. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So Kat sent, when she helped me out a little bit and sent us information, she said, I know how much you love the kilograms. It's fun to share. Look at the quills. Look at the quills.
There's so many different ones, Steve. I don't know which one to show you.
Not the ones that poke you.
So many different kinds.
Yes.
Soft and wispy.
Those are hairs. The ones on front are just hairs. The quills are different. They're back in the back. But those quills are just you are giving me a workout, girl.
I know.
Kelly. She doesn't stop. I hope you guys can continue to hear us because we're just trying to follow her the best we can. So the quills are actually a modified hair, and they're a magnificent defense. You can imagine if you're a predator coming up against those quills.
No, thank you, Steve.
No, not at all. So if she feels threatened, she might erect the quills because there's little tiny muscles at the base of them. She might erect them, and the quills kind of stick out. And she'll run at the predator, either to the side or to the back. If she feels threatened, she'll do that to keep herself safe. She'll also burrow or dig into the ground a little bit and hide her head in the hole.
So all these would be sticking out, right?
All those are sticking out.
Pokey ends.
Yep. And I'm gonna challenge Wendy to do something.
Uh-oh.
Can you get those quills in her tail?
Yes, I can while she eats.
I'll be right back.
She's following you.
All right. Quills. They are 10, 12 inches long and very sharp.
Let's walk and talk because she's
She's behind us. See, I can't keep up. So they're very sharp. See it against my blue. Oh, sorry, Wendy. Obviously a great defense. And the Cape porcupine, like Kelly, has those really long, sharp claws. And then these little things.
I said they look like mini champagne flutes.
And I don't know what a champagne flute is. I assume that's something you may drink out of.
And those are found, let me see if I can get them.
She'll stay still.
They're underneath the tail. Way under. Right there. Right there. You can see them. Oh, hi. Hello.
And the neat thing about these quills, these modified hairs, are that they're hollow. And all of them are hollow. All the quills are hollow. But these more so. And when she's angry, when she's trying to be defensive, she'll knock them together. I don't know if there's any way you can hear that or not.
I think they can. Give us
a shout out if you can hear that.
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear that.
Need some thumbs up?
We got a couple hearts.
So they'll waggle their butt like that. They'll go back and forth, making that sound. And as those get together, it just makes that neat little noise. It's kind of protect. Gonna go find her?
So you can see all those different length of quills, those long, thin ones, the sort of short and stout ones, those champagne flutes on the end, and then the hairs up front. These are hairs. We did have someone, Kat, ask if she lets you touch her quills.
Yeah, we worked with her a lot to kind of look at her body when we came. So she lets us touch kind of her shoulders up.
Uh-huh.
We've been really trying to work on touching legs, so we can work with those voluntary injections. So we do not touch the back. But right here on that head, that's about, we work really hard to make that.
So you avoid the business.
Yeah, so Kat said they can touch the head and neck where those hairs are. They've worked very hard with her to be able to do that. They do work on the legs and the hip where they are working on sorry, that's the kookaburra. You can hear that, the laughing kookaburra in the background. They're working on injection training, voluntary injection training, but they do not touch the quills, the business in the back.
Do you guys know another type of porcupine?
So where are these guys found first?
This is an African species. Did I not say that?
Not
Shame
yet.
on Steve. Yeah, this guy is found in Africa. The large Cape porcupine is African. There's a crescent porcupine, different species. We have this guy in North America. Watch this step.
I won't move. He looks a little fluffier.
Looks a little fluffier.
Even though those are not fluffy, they look fluffy compared
what
to
you see there,
that.
a lot of what you see there is hair.
So that is hair.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
what you see is hair because their quills are only this big.
Oh, wow. That's neat.
Isn't that neat? So where the Cape porcupine's quills are 8, 9, 10, 12 inches.
The
for
North American is smaller.
Now there is a huge difference between the two. The Cape porcupine's quills they're just smooth. They're like a piece of hair, just like yours and mine. Doesn't feel anything, just goes in, can't come out. The North American porcupine's quills are barbed on the end. There's a barb on the
Let
end.
me see if I can.
This is the root of the
root
quill.
on that end?
And then, yes, this is the sticky end. And on this point, tried to get me, didn't you? On this point, the very tip is barbed.
Ooh.
So when it goes in, it can't come out. It goes in and it has to keep working its way through. You can't take it out. The Cape porcupine, you can. It's smooth.
It's smooth.
But not the North American porcupine's quill. It's very different.
And I think this is a good time to bust another myth. We love to bust myths around here. Do they shoot their quills?
Let's ask our resident professional, Kelly. Oh,
Kelly.
wait. No, Kat. Can they shoot their quills, Kat? No.
No.
Nope. They can erect them. They can make them stand up. But there's no mechanism to shoot those quills. Now, we've said that they walk, and you've seen how much and how fast she walks. We've heard as she waggles that tail. Sometimes those quills may fall out, but they're not being shot at all.
So if your dog or a mountain lion or wherever you live comes up against this porcupine, if they try to go for it, or North American porcupine,
North
not
America,
this one,
right.
They will come out in your dog's muzzle,
Yep.
but they didn't shoot them at your dog.
Right. That means your dog made contact with that animal. And for the North American porcupine, you can't pull them out. You got to push them through.
Oh, that sounds painful, Steve.
Right? We worked with one at another zoo I was at, and unfortunately, if it got into a glove or something, you had to literally push them through. You didn't ever want them in your skin.
Whew.
Amazing stuff. A couple neat things about porcupines. Pokey things. Everything in here is pokey.
The desert tends to have that
All that
effect.
protection, I guess, right? That makes sense. Porcupines, they're monogamous. How about that? They're solitary but monogamous. They don't hang out together. So there might be a female and a male and some of their offspring. About 1 to 3 babies are born head first, right? head first.
Well, yeah, I'd hope
You
so.
can see how the quills lay down. And the quills are soft on the babies. The air hardens them when they come out. One of the best words in the English language is a baby porcupine. I'll tell you in a second. It's one of the best words ever.
Oh, you can see our notes. We got to make sure and do the shout out.
Oh yeah, we gotta get your shout out still. Can I tell them the name of a baby porcupine?
Yes.
The name of a baby porcupine. She's 10 feet away. It's a porcupette. It's a porcupette. That's a great word. I had to make sure everybody's far enough away. So baby porcupine is a porcupette. What an amazing word. Put this back on.
That is a cute word.
All right, Pat, you have a shout out you want to do?
My son, Slider, who just turned 2. Happy birthday!
So in case you didn't hear her, she's giving a shout out to her son Sawyer, who just turned 2.
Bye. Kelly, she'll stand up for you.
Oh, she'll stand up? How cool.
Kat's trying to see if Kelly feels like standing up for us. Again, it's all voluntary, these behaviors. Look at that. You can see those
Nice.
little
Look
feet,
at that.
the hair on the feet.
Those sharp claws on the front, you can really see why they're good diggers.
We're getting a lot of happy birthdays to Sawyer.
Oh, fantastic, you guys.
Thanks, virtual friends.
We appreciate that, y'all. That is good news. That's so cool.
So I can hand feed Kelly because she's missing that tooth.
Kat said she can hand feed Kelly because she is missing that front tooth, so it's not as scary.
To come back there, just so you guys know, since they're very aware of that, she does get a checkup about every 4 months on that tooth. So she's making sure that everything's being taken care of. She's actually gone to UNC before to get everything x-rayed. Some of the work they're doing is that a trained behavior?
We have
Is
to
that
make
trained
sure
behavior?
we have to make sure we stand real
I'm
still,
gonna stand further apart this time. That wasn't very fun.
just in case she decides to zig when we thought she was gonna zag, and nobody gets a quill in the ankle.
It's one.
You're good. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
You guys wave
Say
to
goodbye
Kat.
to Kelly and Kat. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.
Kelly's like, no, I'm not done yet. Thank you, Kelly. That kookaburra is really making some calls. All right.
What a great day.
Let's go down by the MiFi, Steve.
All right, let's
Make
get
sure.
in my mouth. Whoa.
I know we had a few people saying we were freezing. We apologize.
Oh, sorry about that.
Our MiFi in the park, our Wi-Fi in the park isn't great. We have a MiFi, and
Right.
sometimes some places are fantastic, and sometimes they're not.
It's not spot on every once in a while. So I think we talked about how cool, right?
I know.
And thanks to Kat, it was awesome. You noticed that I want to make sure we're clear on some stuff. You noticed she was wearing a mask, and Wendy and I were wearing masks while we were working with the animals. We're still under the COVID protocols where the zookeepers are wearing masks.
Especially
if
with
they're
mammals.
Working with mammals. When they're working in close quarters, they're also wearing masks. Right now, there's nobody around us. I'm going to take mine off so you guys can hear me a little bit better. When I leave the park or go anywhere else, I'm going to put my mask, that you guys saw, my little gray mask. I'm going to put that on. By the way, Wendy got that for me. How cool is that? Thanks, Wendy. So we're still under all those protocols. Still not open. There is a plan in place for when we're told to push that button. So when they say push the button, a lot of our graphics guys are in right now, putting the wayfinding in. The people in admissions are getting ready for the crowds that are going to be coming in. I don't know all of the plans yet. We will be sure to share those with you as soon as we find out.
It should be soon because we're getting ready.
Yeah.
We're on the.
Yeah.
We're ready.
They finally took down the winter banners.
Yeah.
And of course, I say that tongue in cheek. why take them down if you don't have to be in the park? You couldn't. They weren't allowed to be here. But those have come down. The summer banners have gone up. So a lot of things are getting in place. The virtual camps are going to be up and running. Remember the virtual camps if you get a chance. Sign up for those, register for those. As a matter of fact, I believe somebody already did. It was kind of neat. We came back after doing the one on compost, and that was fun.
Yeah, first, thanks everyone for
all your awesome
sticking in with us. That was fun.
Compost. We came back to the office, and we were told, hey, somebody just said they saw the Zoo Adventures, and they went on and registered their kid and bought a T-shirt. So thank you so very much for doing that. That was really cool. So yeah, you can get online and check that out too.
And our friends that are answering questions live for you, just put the link in the comments.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Man, you guys are on it today. That's Leslie and Nikki, Bob, Linda might be there. So thank you guys so very much for answering the questions again today. You don't know how much easier that makes Wendy's and my job.
Yes.
When there's somebody else behind the scenes answering the questions, it's hard to follow along sometimes, and it's neat to be able to do that and know what's happening in the moment.
Especially when you're dodging porcupine quills at your ankles.
Exactly. How about the bridge? That was like, something bad is going to happen here. You felt the porcupine on the back of your leg for a second, and then she begins to come through.
She kept sniffing my ankles. It was really cool.
Where's this going? But that was really cool. So thanks again to Keeper Clausen and Kelly the Porcupine. Don't forget to give donations if you can. It's been amazing. You guys are pushing us up towards 3,000. The closer we get to 3,000, the more exciting it gets. I think last time I checked, it was like $2,800 that you've raised with us here from North Carolina Zoo. You can purchase those T-shirts again. Those are actually up as well.
And I'm sure our friends will put a link in the comments here for you for those T-shirts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hint, hint.
Let's see. I think that's all we wanted to share with you today. We talked about some really cool porcupine facts. We learned about the veterinary procedures and that a lot of this big fancy walking around here, that enrichment they're providing for the animals, all the hard work the cats put into taking care of Kelly's teeth problems. Remember, she's 15 years old. Lifespan of these guys is 13 to 15 in their natural space, so maybe 15, maybe 20 under our care. So a lot of the hard work going on there to make sure that everything is maintained in their health. They're actually training her to actually do voluntary injections as well. She'll walk into a chute and she'll stay there to give her an injection and she'll walk out. So some really, really cool stuff. Next week, we have some really cool lives planned for you. We're hoping to, again, it's all weather dependent. Like today, we were a little nervous today.
Oh, it was pouring buckets when I came in at 7 this morning.
Today.
Buckets.
And the signal just dies in the rain. So we were excited that didn't happen. But we're hoping to take you on a tour of a very special place next week.
Yes.
Very, very cool.
We're going to flutter into another habitat.
We are going to flutter.
Yeah.
Nice,
I mean,
well
as much
said.
as you and I can flutter.
Well, that's true. Last time I fluttered, I fell, I think. I don't think it was a good thing. But yeah, so we have a couple really good things, really fun things planned for you for next week. Thanks again to the keepers for setting all this up at the North Carolina Zoo. All right, we hope you guys are doing well. Getting through all of this, we're in that phase 2, so hopefully you're getting out a little bit, but we do hope you're staying safe when you're going out and about. We want you to be able to come back and enjoy these Facebook Lives, these Zoo Adventures, for as long as we'll be presenting them to you. So thanks again for bringing us into your homes, your classrooms, bringing it into your living rooms, your dining room, or on your deck, wherever we're talking to you today. We appreciate your time. Stay safe. The weekend looks pretty-ish, so get outside and enjoy some time in nature. We'll see you next Monday for Zoo Adventures. Remember, 10 o'clock, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Bye, everybody. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend.